Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the 2005 Japanese exclusive ehobby twin pack, and this is known as the Cobalt Sentry set. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox them live in a second, have a look at all the contents inside the packaging, like the collector's cards and all the other things that are inside there as well. We're going to do some direct comparisons with them and their original Generation 1 selves, and because these are a Japanese exclusive, they've got an additional sticker on them inside, and I'm going to show you the purpose of that and how it worked. So then, let's get started. As I've already said, and I can't really believe actually that this came out in 2005, I can't really believe this set is that old already. In fact, before we open it, I'm going to spin it round, and what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at this beautiful artwork on the back, because this is of course the 1984 artwork that was used on pretty much all of Wave 1 or Series 1 of Generation 1 Transformers. And of course, that's exactly what these are. These are just redecos of two Generation 1 figures. So for those of you who are unaware what ehobby is, ehobby, they were, they worked in line with Takara. Takara gave them permission to use their molds, and what they did was they did basically redecos, pretty much what's going on now with loads of things. With, I think, more Generation Selects would be more of an up-to-date version of ehobby, although ehobby is still around, and they took original molds of figures and they redecoed them, so they changed the colour of them. So what we've got here, I'm just going to take this all out. We've got the instructions in there, but I'm not going to open up all them because it's just tape cassettes, and hopefully I can remember how to change a Ravage cassette. Let's just show you how these are all packed up. So as you can see, they're all in clamshells. As I was saying, yeah, so ehobby just had the rights and they were allowed to release limited edition sets of figures like this. So we've got one clamshell on the top, we then got this part, and this is what's holding on to the two collector's cards. Again, in Japan with Generation 1 figures, they all had collector's cards. You can see there as well that she's looking nice and blue. And then we've got the details on the back, and that is the sticker there that I was referring to. I'm going to give you much more detail and a demonstration on that in a second. Here is Garboil, and again, she is nice and blue. There's the ehobby at the bottom, and of course here we go again with the sticker and the specs right there. Right, let's just move these out of the way. These also came with these two cassette cases, one for each, and these basically were used, it was pre-Transformers to be honest. I think it was micro change, so you could put the cassettes in as well to store them if you want to. Let's take these guys out. So these are previously owned, and they have previously been on display, and you can tell because there's a little bit of dust, but we're not going to worry too much about that. I'm just going to show you about them. Let me pop that there again out of the way. So let's start, we might as well start with Garboil as she's here. So you can see, yeah, unfortunately a little bit dusty. Got a nice bit of gold chrome there. This should be silver to be fair, so this is completely faded. Maybe if I clean it up it'll be okay, but she looks really good. I don't know if you can tell the difference, just how blue. Is it royal blue? Is it aqua blue? No, it's not aqua, it's not dark enough. It's a bit like an electric blue colour, but it really is noticeable, especially when I do that. There we go, especially when I do that. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave her here for a second, and I'm going to come back and transform her and show you what that sticker is. I'm just going to keep Laserbeak out as well. And then we're going to move over to Howlback. And again, she is the redeco of the Ravage mould. You've got the chrome here to be aware of. I'm quite lucky that's not rusted, to be honest. We've got the rub sign there. I love the fact that they put all rub signs back on them, even though Generation 1 had been finished for about 12 years already by this point. And this one too does have the same sticker there. So anybody who's seen either my Twincast or Soundblaster videos, you may know what I'm about to show you with the sticker, because basically in Japan, when I didn't do the comparison. There's the comparison. That's super noticeable now, isn't it, the colour difference? So yeah, in Japan, when they continued their Generation 1 continuity in 1987, they made their own version of the cartoon Headmasters. And unfortunately, both Soundwave for the Decepticons, or Destrons, there we go, Destrons as they were known in Japan, Soundwave basically died, so did Blaster, and they were reformatted, rebuilt up into Soundblaster for the Decepticons and Twincast for the Autobots. And as you can see, it's a redeco of an original mould, but what's really noticeable straight away is he's got a red chest plate, and funnily enough you can actually store 2 cassettes inside there instead of just the one. But what this red chest cover is, and why it's so brilliant, is it acts like a tech spec decoder. So if I start to transform Garboil here right now, turning her into cassette mode, this is still black on the top there, by the way, and yeah, you can see she really is quite dusty. What we've got on this particular sticker on the underside of her body is, it's like the schematics, or it's the detailed. It's a little bit copying like the weakness of the Death Star from Star Wars, to be honest, because this is telling the Decepticons, the Destrons, where the weak part is on Fort Max. So there is the sticker in detail. Oops. And then because of the colours of it, and because of the colours of his chest plate, it works like a tech spec decoder. So if I pop this in there, and if I bring this closer, you can see you've got all the arrows and the little dots pointing at the little Fortress Maximus inside. Again, just a brilliant little gimmick that they added to their toys. Yeah, when they continued their own versions of what went on with the Generation 1 continuity, starting with Headmasters. And I'm sure you'd agree that's a brilliant little idea. So I'm just going to transform her back, because I'm definitely going to leave her out in her alternate mode on display. There's not really much more to say about this, apart from I am going to continue to keep finding as many ehobby stuff as I can. I've actually got some stuff already which I haven't managed to get around to doing videos on, so that is indeed the plan. But I hope you enjoyed looking at these guys. They are very interesting and very unique, purely just because of the colour scheme that they've chose to pick. But there they are, guys. That is the 2005 Cobalt Sentry set, 2 female cassettes, Garboil and Howlback. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.